Today, we're talking about nutrition. Our guest is Natalie Castro, a nutritionist and registered dietitian at Baptist Health, South Florida. Ms. Castro, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
First of all, what does it mean to eat healthy?
You want to be focusing on the foods that are going to supply your body with the most amount of energy, things that are going to be good for your body. So nutrient-rich foods, things that are high in vitamins, minerals, and fiber.
So why is this important? Why is it so critical to fuel your body the correct way?
Well, what people don't realize is that we really are what we eat. Those nutrients that we eat from the foods that we choose actually impacts directly things like our blood pressure, our glucose or our blood sugars, and our cholesterol. Our body normally regulates these different levels, but over time, making these poor food choices can have an overall effect. So that's where we increase our risk for chronic diseases. So making better food choices, we really do have that control to prevent diseases, to treat them, and to manage care.
So give me some examples of healthy, nutritious foods. What should we be looking for?
Fruits and vegetables are excellent choices. They're loaded in those vitamins and minerals that we want to make sure we're getting, and they're very high in antioxidants. So that helps decrease any inflammation that we might be having. So at lunch and dinner, we want to make sure we're having some kind of vegetable on our plate. And then throughout the day, we want to reach for at least 2 fruit. We want to reach for those lean proteins, and we want to watch some of the grains that we have, our portion sizes, things like breads, rice, grains, cereals. We want to just watch how much of those we're having.
You know, some people really advocate a no-carb way of eating.
Carbohydrates are part of our healthy diet. We want to get them in there, but we want to look for those higher fiber ones. It will decrease how fast our blood sugars go up. So things, for 2 examples, would be rice versus brown rice. White rice versus brown rice. So the amount of fiber in brown rice will decrease how fast your blood sugars go up. But the trick with carbs is how much you're having throughout the day. So if we just kind of cut back on our portion, it would decrease how much we end up having throughout the day.
Let me ask you another question that so many people struggle with is motivation, because it's hard to change the way you've grown up eating.
Exactly. So going back to that same concept, that if you just think of it as small steps, I always say small changes ends up equaling big results eventually, right? So we just need to keep adding on it. And the biggest trick is consistency. So an example could be if you're a soda drinker or if you like to have juice with all your meals, the idea would be have your beverage, but then also add maybe a water to it. So then what you're doing is you set yourself a goal to drink a little bit less.
Thank you so much, Ms. Castro, for joining us and sharing this really important life-saving information.
Well, thank you.